Good afternoon, folks. Appalachia Cryptid Encounters. So it's been a little bit since I've put out a video. I've been collecting a lot of footage here lately, though. Um, I've been really busy holidays and stuff, but anyways, I got some good footage to show you here today. Got a couple Sasquatch here. So first I'm going to zoom in, then we'll look at the film here. But as I zoom in here, I caught them off guard. And you'll see this Sasquatch right here. Look at him looking off, well, to his right. You see he's got his mouth gaped open there, right? Look at that. That's a female, because you can see her female parts there up front, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot. I've not done any enhancements to this. So there's a couple other Sasquatches in this film. There's a couple taller ones, a giant, and then you got these smaller statue Sasquatches, the hobbit size, and then you got some regular size Sasquatches like this one here looking around the tree. Look at him. All right. There's two of them there stacked up behind the tree watching me. Look at that. Wow. Man, that's some compelling footage right there, folks. Very compelling. This taken late at night. Lucky to get the footage is all I can say. Yes, that's a large Sasquatch right there. His face is large, leaning over, looking at me there. Looks like there's one on the back side of this tree here, also looking at me, a large size one. See, in this tribe, there is what I've noticed in this tribe the past two and a half, 3 years that cross my property is there's several different species of the Sasquatch and even a few dogmen that are part of this tribe, and they support each other. You know, different functionalities of the tribe, but yeah, this is amazing, man. Look at that. I can't believe I got that footage. Anyways, we're gonna look up here. Here's another adult right here. His face is kind of cloaked. There's another one right there. He's pretty tall. He's standing up in the background. So I'm going to do a little bit of a markup here in just a minute. Here's one right here. There's several of them in this tribe right here standing. Sure is. And then right here would be your giant size Sasquatch right here. See his face? He's huge. And he's looking up. So he's looking to his left, right? Let me show you this giant. Let me show you what he looks like here so you'll see. What I think he looks like, anyways. So here's an eyeball right here. All right, wait a minute. Take that back. I can't really see. I know for certain until we move it back and forth. Right, that's what I plan on doing. Um, but he's most. I think there's two of them there. There's one facing one direction and one facing the other. I do believe on that giant. Um, so I think we got an eyeball here and here, nose, and in the mouth, and he's facing me, right, that way. And then we got one that, which I'm for sure is the second Sasquatch. That's like so, and then there's his mouth, his nostrils, and then his eyes are up here somewhere. But we'll see that here in a few minutes when we move it. We'll see for sure the movement in his face and whatnot. But he's definitely in there. A couple different ones. They get back in that vegetation and they hide so well, but you can still see the bulk of their body. Oh, look at this guy right here. Okay, there we go. You can see his eye, one of his eyes there. Um, Back in that vegetation. So here's one eye. Here's the other one. Here's the nose and mouth. All right. It looks like there might even be another one right here with glowing eyes. Uh, yeah, it's just a part of this tribe that's come through the property, and I was able to catch them. The film is like 9 minutes long, and there's just multiple sightings all through the film. It would take me 5 hours to break down that whole 9 minutes. That's how much footage there is of this tribe. They're getting where they don't even hide it so much. Yeah, they they are they still hide, but not like they was before. But you can see this family here. So I'm going to take a screenshot of this real quick just to show you what we got going. So we got this one little hobbit size female right here. You can see these, right? And you can see her face there. You can see her nose, and she's got her mouth open. And her eyes are right there. She's facing this way, right? Side profile view, you see that? Now, I've not done any enhancements yet, but I will here in a few minutes. And we'll try to clean up quite a bit of this footage and get some movement back and forth. Okay, so we got that Sasquatch. Let's see here. And then we got the one that's right down here closer to the ground. All right. You can see that high eyebrow ridge. Here's the eyes, nose, and the mouth. Um, kind of hiding its face a little bit. And then here's another Sasquatch. It's got its nocturnal shade lenses engaged. There's its mouth. Here's its head. It's facing this way. Alright, so there's another one there. So, yeah, I'm going to do some enhancements on this footage here in just a few minutes. But, yeah, I'm just surprised how good that female photo turned out right there. I really am. Look at that. It's just amazing. Okay, and then you got the large adult with the juvenile on top of his head here. So this is what we're going to look at here. Um, so here's the little juvenile on top of his head. You can see his eye here, his nose, his other eye. This is his ear back here, right, for the juvenile. And then here's the dad. He's got an eye there. There's his mouth and his big head. And they're standing up behind that hobbit-sized female. can see him. He's standing there. See his face. And he's got this little juvenile on top of his head there. Right. There's his face. And they're standing up above this female right here. That's quite possibly the clearest picture I've gotten of a female right there. I think I can clean that up considerably and get a better look at that. And if you look, you got the female right here, right? Here's the female, right? But if you look real close, you'll see an adult standing up behind her right here, camouflage green. You see his nose. Wait a minute here. I'm going to turn this down to the finer brush here so I can draw a little easier. So his eyes are right there. There's his nose. All right, he's standing up behind that female, right? Which you can see him there. Uh, just staying well concealed. There's a bunch of Sasquatch in this footage. It's just all there is to it. Here's another male Sasquatch right here. He's got his nocturnal shade lenses on. Right, he's got his hand up to his mouth making some kind of call sign or something noise. And he's standing up behind, in front or behind that Sasquatch that's standing up behind, the taller one standing up right here. So they get in those woods, right? See, that's the thing with the cameras. When you record footage, the camera can't tell you depth perception, how far it's recording, you know. So after you record a while, you figure it out that the front part of your photo that's in focus could be, 20 foot. And then when you look in the photo, you see there's a lot of things out of focus. That means it's further back, right? So you start getting greater distances back. And here's some more Sasquatch right here on the side of the screen right here, right? We got this one right here. Looks like there's one up here too. So I was able to catch this tribe out there at the edge of the woods, and it was pretty cold out that day, that evening. It was late in the evening. So here's one right here, right up front. Yeah. So, anyways, without further ado, I've not done any enhancements to this yet. Okay, and then here's one of the other adult Sasquatches, one of the bigger Sasquatches, right? I'm going to go ahead and show you this one too, real quick. Okay, so you can see his big foot. So you can see his big feet right here, right? See, he's even got his claws, right? Right there. There's his leg. And then his arm comes down like this. There's his bushy hair. Big Sasquatch. He's got one eye here, one eye here. Here's the edge of his lips right there. You see all his hair like that. He's got his shade lens on, so you can't really see his pupils, right? And he's standing up back behind this female right here. And this female's got another little one facing the other way right here on the back side of him, holding on. Right here's the arm, and its leg or one of the two, but it's holding on to that female right there. The little juvenile is. So that's basically what we got. Now that you see that, you'll be able to see it clear as day. That Sasquatch, quite amazing. Looks like here's another one right here. They're just all packed in this footage. It's just amazing. They're just all packed in there like freaking sardines. Um, all well hidden, but you can see that big blob of fur right there. You can tell there's more than one Sasquatch there. There's a couple different Sasquatches in there. You can see that one. One taking a knee right there, maybe. Then you got this female one right here. And that's just amazing right there. It's good footage. Standing there. Look at that. Just standing right there in the woods. Look at that. Wow. I know I might sound redundant. I'm just surprised by this footage. I really am. And then look at this giant bent over right here. I would say he's a mid-sized giant. There's a couple big ones big Sasquatches right here. But the big one is right here. You can see his eyes kind of reflecting down. But here's his eye right here, actually. Here's his pupil. But the corner of his eye is what's reflecting red right there. And it's the amber in his eyes, right? And then you can see his nose flare right there. And his big lips right here. And then his head. But if you look, you can just kind of see the silhouette of him behind all that vegetation. He's just sitting there. Also, you can see another Sasquatch in there. Right here is same thing, flared nose, eyes, lips right there. And then, let me see where that one is I just seen. He's right here. So you see his eye there. He's kind of got his mouth open. You see a couple of his teeth right here. All right. His other eye's right there, well hidden. And he's got his mouth there. I don't know. They're all in this footage. They're masters at cover and concealment. Um, so, so without further ado, I'm going to bump this footage back and forward. But there's going to be so much activity in this that. See, look, here's another Sasquatch right there. Look at that. He's got his head up against the tree. Here's his eyes, right? Here's his head. He's standing there. Right down by the sideways there. His mouth. Just standing there chilling. He's got his shade lenses on. There's a couple more Sasquatch in there. All in this footage. So I got quite a bit of footage to go through here on this. And then there's a couple Sasquatches over here in this tree. You can see that one there. One here. Look at that. Peeking around the tree there. There's another one, probably a juvenile, or peeking through the trees there. Large adult right there. watching me. So the footage just goes on and on and on and on with Sasquatch activity because the tribe comes through here. There's just so many of them. See, a lot of people usually when they get Sasquatch footage, it's only one Sasquatch, maybe two that you get to see. But when you're dealing with a tribe, there's just so much footage abundance, you know. And look at this one right here watching me. You can see his shade lens on his eyes there. Wow. Some of them you'll see multiple times. Look at this guy. Wow. Check him out. Laying in the bush here. So you got his eyebrow ridge there, his nocturnal shade lenses on, his nose and his mouth. The conical head. He's got a little juvenile on top of his head there. His beard just drags down here to the ground, right? Multiple, well, just a lot of fur on him. Check him out. But there's a lot of Sasquatch in this footage. Last night I got one on my roof, recorded one on top of my roof, overlooking my front door, and he was watching me going in and out to my house, in my house there, and I glanced up and caught him on top of my house. So that's something I'm going to have to contend with because I don't want him knocking the shingles loose on my roof. So I'm going to have to get firm and run them off the top of my house. You know, I don't want them tearing up my roof. You see, here's a large Sasquatch here. You can see he's you can see his eyes there. It's probably one of their elderlies back there. Look at this giant. Unbelievable. Wow. That is freaking amazing, man. Look how freaky this guy looks. I'm going to screenshot this so I can show you. He's not really distorting his images at all, his features at all, but look at this guy. Wow. He might even be one of the dog men. I'm not sure. But you can see his eyes right here, the whites of his eyes. And you can see his lips right here. Kind of looks like a dog man. See his canine teeth right here. Can you see him? Here's his nostrils to his nose. Big guy. Looks like he's probably got, yeah, here's the little juvenile laying across his head, laying this way across his head. You can see the bottom of the foot of the juvenile there on his head. Let me take this footage, the markups off so you can see. But I'd like to get to enhancing these photos, and I'll make some more videos up on the channel. But look at that guy. Unbelievable, man. Look at his teeth and his nose. Look at his eye right there. Look at the little baby there on his head, little juvenile baby. Sorry, I had a YouTube video there of a veterans channel I watch, but accidentally popped up there. But yeah, look at this, man. Actually, that's his eyeball right there glowing. Yeah, it right here is his eye. I think I had it wrong. So right here is his eye, and that's his pupil at the corner, looking out the corner of his eye. Here's his right eye, and he's got his shade lens across his eye there, hiding it. There's his nose. And then I think there's another Sasquatch right here. There's two of them, and his eyes are right there. And he's got, looks like he's got a Darrow nose right here. And then there's his mouth. So I'm not real sure. I think there might be two Sasquatches there. One there, and then one above him, watching me. Quite amazing to get this tribe like this out in the open like this and get footage on this tribe. Absolutely stunning. And I've not done any enhancements to this video. I need to, I'll need to work on it here, and I'll do a follow-up video of this footage. So I really don't know where to begin moving it here. I guess we'll start right here. And we got this one around the tree here watching me. There's just so much footage here. I guess we'll start with this little female right here and see what movement we get. Ready? Here we go. Yeah. There's one right here. Look, he's got his fingers up to his mouth or something. Look at that. That little female is moved. I either dropped to the ground or what, but she's back there behind the trees. Let me back that up a hair. There's some more Sasquatch here, so I'm going to back this up. There she is, right there. See the copper in her hair showing. Um, Look at this one here behind the tree, right there. That little female is turned around backwards there, I believe. Look at this one here looking at me. There's just so much footage to go through. Hmm. Wow. Looking to the right there a little bit. I don't know, folks. Look at this one up here, the giant watching me. Fur all over his face. Just standing up there, up above everybody. Look at this one here. Looking around the tree. Check him out. Or she or whatever. He or she. Absolutely stunning. Look at this one coming through here. Standing back in that vegetation. Let's see if we get any. There's a couple of them standing back here in this tree. Right. You got this one right here. And this one right here in the back. Look at this guy. Starting to see some of the gray and the whites in his face. Look at that. He's covered by half his face is covered by the tree, breaking up its silhouette. Look at that. You can see this one here. He's got his eyes on me there, watching me. Couple of them. Couple big Sasquatches in there. Ooh, do you see that? Let's see if I can find it right there. Look at that. Wow. Him peeking around the edge. Look at his eyes and his mouth. That's a big Sasquatch right there. He's huge, man. That's a tall tree right there. He's a good 8 or 9 footer. Anyways, folks, this video is starting to run kind of long. Well, there's just so much activity in there. It's hard not to just keep going through the footage. You know what I mean? But I guess I'm going to try to film the best and then make some videos about it, like this guy here. Look at that. Big Sasquatch right there. He's huge. He's one of the giants right there. He's not even trying to hide his face. Look at that. How big his eye is there, too. He's not even trying to hide himself. Not very much, anyways. Then you got this Sasquatch here, female. Another one here. And one here. But anyways, I'll try to put the put together some better videos. But look at this guy here. Let me take a picture of this real quick. Anyways, I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers and welcome to the community. Share this video. Sasquatches are real, folks. That's all there is to it. Um, so I've had quite a few experiences with Sasquatch, and there's quite a bit of it that I've not even told anybody about. And maybe I'll get around to putting that evidence up on the channel, but take it from me, they are real. You can call it close encounters of the fourth, fifth kind, whatever, but they're absolutely real. And yeah, I'm starting to lean toward them being um, a part of the Nephilim that's spoken about in Scripture about the giants in those days, in the Old Testament, and they've just lived here on the earth, alongside mankind, and they've lived off the land, and they're thriving at it. But anyways, I'll get into that more down the road. Somebody said on my channel a long time ago. They said, "Oh, don't talk about Nephilim on your channel. Your channel won't grow. It'll never grow if you mention, getting to the fringe of Sasquatch." And which, normally that'd be good advice, because I don't really know for sure what they are. At first, I thought they were just flesh and bone beings, which they are flesh and bone beings, but uh, I figured they just are just descendants of ape species or some Gigantopithecus or something like that. But the more that I'm around these beings and see how they see their activity, like I put a video up not long ago about them trying to manipulate my camera. They shut my camera off and stuff. Zapped my batteries. You some of that stuff that would fall into the paranormal route. I've physically seen with my own eyes. I can't deny what I've seen, and therefore I believe they are a descendant of the Nephilim. I'm not real sure how that works out. I could be wrong. I don't know if all of them are. I think maybe some of them might be, some might not be. I mean, they say that the Watchers bred with a lot of animals on this earth, and I think that's where your cryptid population comes from. Is from those activities. Your rakes, wendigos, and everything. Um, it all derives back from that, and they have grown and evolved, and so I'm not sure where their spirit goes when they die. Because here's the thing: I have a working theory. I don't know um, if it's right or not, but one of my theories is so. My first encounter I had with Sasquatch. He was a flesh and blood Sasquatch. About 20 foot out in front of me. It was a juvenile sized Sasquatch, a young adult sized Sasquatch. But then, after filming, I've recorded multiple different types of Sasquatch. Some that are cloaked, some that are translucent type, and then the flesh and blood look, solid look is what I mean by that. Solid bodies. Um, so I have a theory that maybe, like you have your solid body Sasquatch. Here's Sasquatch standing right there. But and then, um, you know, their spirits got nowhere else to go but here on the earth, right? So after they die, their spirits stay here and they just stay right with their tribe even after they die. Um, and And so they use that ability to um, look translucent, um, help them with their cover and concealment, camouflage, all that stuff. A lot of that could be the disembodied Sasquatches with their tribe, and that's the paranormal aspect of it that we're seeing, the Sasquatch walking through walls, or Sasquatch only seeing one footprint out in the middle of a field, very strange phenomenon like that. All that type of phenomenon could be those other Sasquatches in different stage of life, and so you have the aspect of the Sasquatch who doesn't have all those abilities, and those are the ones that we get lucky and see, right? And then you have all the paranormal parts of it. So look at this Sasquatch right here in the bush. So yeah, I got a lot of work to do, man. A lot of work to do. That's a big Sasquatch right there. Anyways, that's the end of my rant. If you've made it this far, you're a pretty loyal follower, and I'd like to appreciate you. And I'd like to tell you how much I appreciate you, and I thank you for tuning in. Take care. Peace.